Hi guys, it's Sam here today with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing to you my Handbag 2020 collection Dior edition. So I don't have a ton of Dior bags, but I have more than I thought I did. So I'm going to start with what is like the oldest vintage, not necessarily that I bought first, but oldest vintage to newest pieces. I am only including in this video handbags. I do have some Dior accessories like shoes and a strap and a mitzvah and stuff like that, but I'm not including that in this video. So let's get started. First off is, which you guys will definitely have seen in my Instagram, is my Dior saddlebag. So this is a vintage saddlebag, which means it has the lovely Velcro, which you couldn't tell I do not love. But I liked this style. I got this bag for a great price. I will link down below or up top my reveal video of it. It does have a little bit of wear on it, but I think it adds character. So it is a canvas, and then this is like a suede leather. It's very saddle looking, which I love. My family does have 2 horses, and I've been around horses all my life, so I do love this. It also has a very vintage gold hardware. That is bag number 1. Bag number 2 has also made an appearance on my Instagram. I don't carry it as much as I wish I did because I have not been going to a lot of fancier events. So that is my Dior Trotter print clutch. But what's really cool about this clutch is that it actually has a little strap, which is so great. And because it has these hooks, you could easily add a longer crossbody strap to it. It is in the burgundy color Dior Trotter print. It is very vintage. It is very thin on the side, but I can still get like my phone and stuff like that in there and a wallet. And it does have a very strong closure because it does have like almost like a slap bracelet is what this reminds me of at the top. But I love this. I got this for a steal of a deal on Poshmark. Probably like 2 years ago now, right before the Dior Trotter print really came back and like really was a thing. And then I had it authenticated because that's what I do. Yeah, I really love this bag. I'm trying to figure out if I should store it with the chain in or the chain out. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters, but very cute bag. Really like this bag. Very vintage. I literally have no idea how old this bag is. Next up, we have another vintage piece that is definitely still made. So my edition of it is very vintage, but like you could go in stores and buy a new one now. And that is the, ta-da, beautiful Dior, Lady Dior. This is in the canage pattern, in the lambskin. It is so soft, guys. It has the very true yellow hardware. It does have the not adjustable crossbody strap. And the red interior. How you can tell how vintage this one is, not only by like, you know, kind of how it looks, but I think it's actually in really good condition for how old it is that it does not have feet. So I think it's Chic Professor's video. I'll link it down below. She did a great comparison about how like she has a vintage bag. It also does not have feet, and just like the kind of the different eras of this bag. This lambskin on this is so soft. I want this bag in the fard color. If you know me, you'll know why. It's a beautiful color. But the retail on this, guys, the retail on this is insane. It makes me a little uncomfortable to think about how much this bag actually cost. I got this for steal because it is vintage. But my one requirement for it being vintage was that it had all of its charms and that it had the crossbody strap. So that is my Lady Dior. Next up, I think that's kind of it. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. I think that's it on the vintage pieces. I'm going to have to do a little bit of reach, so pardon me. Next, as I knock over my bag, next is my Diorever in the small size. This is a more recent bag. I do not believe they make this bag anymore. As you guys can see, it does have a little bit of sagging just because of the, I did not buy it brand new, and just because of like the vintage of it. But people often compare this to the Hermes Birkin. I did do a video with like other brand Birkins. I don't know if I'd necessarily consider this a Birkin. It does look much more Birkin-like, so you can see the little disc does that to all of them. It is much more Birkin-like when it is open than when it is closed. I really do like this bag. I think it's very ladylike. I love the Dior shield on it. It's very cute. I really do like it. It is the small size. It is in like the bull calf leather. Definitely obviously pre-loved. I did hear that they did have some of these at the Dior outlet, which is right outside of London, but this was a couple of years ago, so I'm not sure if you'd still be able to snag one there. And then lastly, making sure, I'm trying to think, anything else? Guys, I'm sure I'm probably missing a piece, and if I am, I'll insert it at the end. I don't think I am. Is my, ta-da! In here is my, as we all know, I love this bag. I love this bag. Bought in the south of France on my honeymoon. Part of my honeymoon haul is the Dior book tote. I have still not been able to get it monogrammed. I was supposed to go down to LA in May and to Vegas in May, and both of those have apparently places that they can embroider them for you and then send it on to you, back to you. But obviously everything's canceled because of the virus, so has not been done yet. I love this bag. I have used this bag for work. I use this bag just as like a personal day tote. I do have an organizer in it because it is just an empty pit. It is very expensive for what it is. Definitely purchased this in Europe to save money. Even on the Preloved market, for what I've seen this go for, you are not saving money. You're better off buying it in the store. I love it. I love it. This is the big size. I do not like the small size, but I'm a big bag person. I've had great experience at Dior boutiques, and I definitely have a wish list that includes some more Dior pieces. I would love the Dior Montaigne 30. I think that bag is beautiful. Can't decide on color, which is why I have not gotten one yet. And then I'm thinking of getting a new Dior saddle because I love my old Dior saddle. And I think that that bag is going to be around for a little bit. I do think it is trendy, but if you love the trendy bag and you use it enough, I don't think that's an issue. Also, if you hold on to your stuff like I do, because I still have stuff from high school, I've gotten rid of a lot, but when it still fits you, you keep it. But you'll have it when it comes back in fashion again, because fashion is very sick. Oh my gosh, I cannot say that word. It's very much a cycle. There we go. And things always seem to come back. I mean, this Dior Trotter print, as we all know, you could have bought their version of the Speedy, the Boston bag, or anything like that for like $100 3 or 4 years ago. And now like anything that's in this print is going to go for more just because Dior did bring it back. So it's very interesting to see how fashion houses do this. But that is my entire Dior collection, which, as I told you, I don't have that much Dior, but it is a lot. Considering I wasn't really into Dior and thought it was more of like a fashion house that I wasn't interested in, but I think they have really marketed to a younger generation. And I do like the classics, like the Lady Dior. I think that's such a cool bag. I still, there's definitely bags of theirs that are not really my cup of tea, but that's going to happen with every fashion house. So thank you so much for tuning into this video, guys. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button and then the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is about once or twice a week. If you want to see how I style my bags and sometimes earlier reveals, make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and my blog. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.